We the parents and we the farmers who grow this, we eat what we grow, we grow what we eat. It's more healthy.
That's
Yes,
important.
yes, that is.
Now, also talk about electricity, because I'm just right now here at your venue, but there's no electricity. How has this also been impacting?
It's very impacting because it's waste of more time. Right now, you see some of the coals are there, even the ground they are saying we are supposed to prepare, and we have no light. And even we was having a sponsor or somebody was helping us. We have a generator, standby generator. When the current goes out, we can use the generator, but we don't have generator. We always sit down and wait until we get current and process our products.
And do you also teach maybe some of these techniques to our women, because these are very important? I can say these are not very, very difficult things to prepare. Do you also teach?
Yes, already I get 3 girls here who are already finished their school, and they decided to come and work with me. They are not going to pay me anything, and I'm not going to pay them anything. They just want the skill only. Yes. And even if I see somebody who want to train, let her come here.
Most of the time we do hear women just sit back. People, Gambians, will just sit back and ask for help before they start doing something. But you are setting the pace. You are not sitting down.
No.
You are taking the lead. How important is this? And what would you tell other women?
I'm appealing to all women to try and work together. Work together is more easy. Single cannot do anything, while double is very easy to work together. Let us come together and we join what we have, then we can work together very easily.
Food processors need to be trained and empowered so as to create job opportunities and enhance income generation from their garden and poultry farms. These locally produced cereals are processed into finished goods. Items such as chakri, findi, mbahal, hot pepper sauce and jam are bottled and well packaged. For her part, Grts, assistant food processor of the association, stressed the need for a mechanism at regional and national levels to coordinate the efforts of food processors in the country.
We have a lot of constraints. Our constraint is like we want to improve first on this. She has done this on her own. That is Jal Yasin by Jal's Foods. So she has done this on her own, but like we are 5 working with her, but we would want to improve more. The improvement is 1, on the packaging. If you check, some of the packs are different. Some of them has labels, some of them don't have. So that means there is constraint somewhere, somehow. My packaging is different from the other packaging. I use Ziploc bags. So, and we want it to be unique. If you are working in an environment where everybody is thinking of the same thing, we should all work together and have the same thing.
What must have inspired you to come together to actualize such a wonderful project?
What happened is everybody works on their own. We started individual. Everybody does small thing in her own house, in their own kitchens. Yeah, but she came up with this with her own financial help or from her family members or wherever, and then she has built up this thing. So we thought it's best to come and work with her so that anybody who is about to help us will know, will tell the person where we want improved, how we want it improved, until we get a bigger space for everybody, not only 5 of us, and more people to work on this, because we said food processing, and everybody is concerned about food. Like already the Gambia has food problems. We are hearing of food shortages in the CRR, URR, and other places. Actually, the whole Gambia, I should say. So we all have that kind of problem. So with food processing, it should be, if there is no food, what can we process? We cannot process anything. So that's why we are appealing for help to be able to buy the raw material itself, to be able to improve, because if they see this, they'll know there is room for improvement in areas. So we need those kind of improvements and then other inputs. Because if we think there are other people with hygienic things to come along, improve this, do that. Because you can see we have already, she has 2 solar dryers. Maybe we need more solar dryers. instead of drying outside with the groundnuts you've seen it's outside, maybe we need it in an enclosed area or whatever.
Okay. Food processing is a very it's not a much developed industry in the Gambia here, because most of the foods that we Gambians use or we consume is imported. But this project that you women have come up, you've seen that you use locally made products. Yeah, how important is this for the Gambia and for the food processing industry?
Local foods, like the president is encouraging people to go back to the land. If they go back to the land, you farm. Where do you sell? You cannot eat everything. So that means the food processors have to buy the raw materials and start to process it. So, but other people, people like to import, maybe to be important, or I don't know, to buy from the supermarkets. But I think the things that are locally grown, locally eaten, are more hygienic or are fresher. The other ones, you don't know where they come from. Like if start with the juice. You go and buy these juices, the small ones. Here, Jal, we have the wonjo. You can use that to prepare for your kid, or the baobab, to make baobab juice for your kids to take to school. Why don't if you don't start encouraging your kids to use those local foods now, they cannot. Like the carao, you can make carao, maybe not every day, but during the weekends, you are at home, you can use the carao or the churagerte or chakri for dinner. You can use it for dinner and not only for breakfast. But people don't like to use the local foods. One is like they don't want to use it. Attitudinal change should happen. People should be more educated to show that the food is healthy, it's hygienic, it's done under strict hygienic conditions. You can see we are trying, it's not much, but we are trying our level best to have it to standard.
This association supports lots of Gambian women and encourage them into local food processing and preservation, as they plan to build a processing plant for vegetables that can compete in international markets. This will help explore potential source of supply of the needed goods and patronize more women by buying their vegetable, chicken and other farm produce.
And with that, we come to the end of tonight's edition of the Women's Magazine. Join us next week for another edition of the program. Until then, have a pleasant evening. Bye-bye.